California rider, Brian Brinkman. All right, here they go. This is the Formula One bikes taking off first. And they get in turn number one in good shape and around turn number one. Malcolm Hill gets a good jump, and it looks like he's going to lead the field through. The rider in all white leathers, bike number 80, Malcolm Hill, is taking the early lead here in that second wave as they hit around one and go into turn number two. Malcolm having a very disappointing Road Atlanta Grand National final runoff, but going to make amends out here today at his home track at Willow Springs. We're going to check all the numbers and the names for you as they come by to complete lap number one. As they hit around this 2.5-mile race circuit, and they should be averaging speeds about 95. Oh, that's Chris Stewart. That's starting to open up a lead now over Brian Brinkman and Bob Rynan. Running in third spot is bike number 11, and that's Whitney Blakesley. So Whitney Blakesley coming out of retirement once again, running up there in fourth spot. Then comes 534, Doug Camholz running in fifth on the Yamaha, doing a good job. Running in sixth spot, bike number 890, and that's going to be Craig Harris on a Kawasaki. Running first in the Formula One class is bike number 41, Kerry Andrew on a Kawasaki. Remember, he finished second yesterday in the endurance race, and Kerry Andrew off to an early lead here. Bike number 649 running in second spot. Oh, I want to check that. Kerry Andrews probably running up there in the Formula One class, but it looks like Malcolm Hill, your early leader in that race on the Suzuki, is leading that Formula One event as they came by the tower for the first time. So Malcolm Hill on the Suzuki has the lead as we see him go up the hill. And your leader, Chris Stewart, now already down that back straightaway. And look at the lead he's opening up. Chris Stewart, another one of those riders that felt he could have done better at Road Atlanta. After Road Atlanta, he seems to be inspired out here today. He's got a pretty big lead coming out of turn number 9. We're going to check out that battle for second position as it's getting real close between Brian Brinkman and Rob Rynan. And it's still Brinkman holding off Rynan as they hit into turn number 1. Then comes Whitney Blakesley in a very lonely fourth position. Here goes Malcolm Hill on that Suzuki with a big lead in that Formula One class. Ahead of Kerry Andrew and bike number 649. And that's Scott Cavness, as we mentioned. This is Scott Cavness rider, a good rider out of Northern California. And he's holding down third spot in that Formula One category. Looks like leading Formula 2 right now is Danny Coe on that Rotax. So we're keeping our eye on bike number 114. He's your leader in the Formula 2 category. So right now, if you want to check the numbers out on the track right now, it's bike number 740. Leading overall and leading Open GP, that's Chris Stewart. Bike number 80, Malcolm Hill, is leading on a Suzuki in Formula 1. And bike number 114, Danny Coe, leading Formula 2 on the Rotax. I want to mention down here, Phil Kress looks like he's pulling his bike off the racing line and back into the paddock, out of the race. No change. Brian Brinkman still holding off Bob Ryan as they head out of turn number 1 and into turn number 2. Chris Stewart starting to lap slower riders. And Malcolm Hill making his way up through the Open GP field. As Kerry Andrew still battles it out with Scott Cavness and Don Canay now getting into it. Canay tries to go to an inside line there, and those two riders really having a great scrap for third spot in that Formula 1 category. Kanay lying third is trying to spot the strategy of the other two riders just up ahead of him. And Kanay trying to find his way around as they go around that long sweep in turn number 2. And boy, these guys are close. Look at them coming out of turn number 2. It's Kanay, Cavness, and Kerry Andrew in that order. Or not particularly in that order as they come up the hill for the third time. And those guys are really in a knockdown, drag out fight for looks like second position in Formula 1. Chris Stewart clicks off another lap and just starts to destroy this field here in this first race of the day. Brian Brinkman still holding a slight advantage over Robert Ryan running in third, and Whitney Blakesley running in fourth as he crosses the start-finish line. Then comes Malcolm Hill at the halfway point. He's got a big lead now over this terrific battle here. Look at it right now coming to us. It's Andrew Cavness, and Don Kanay now is falling off the pace a little bit. He might have found some trouble getting around some lap traffic as it looks like Andrew and Cavness now are the riders duking it out for second spot in Formula 1. Andrew from Southern California, Cavness from Northern California, so we got a California Civil War going on out here as they hit around turn number 2 and work their way around slower traffic. We'll run down the top 10 for you real quick. Bike number 740, Chris Stewart out in front. Brian Brinkman running in second spot. Bike number 55, that is Robert Rynan running in third. Then comes Whitney Blakesley in fourth. Malcolm Hill now is up to fifth spot overall. He is leading that Formula 1 class. Bike number 531 is running up there in sixth spot. That is Doug Camels on a Yamaha. In 41, that's Kerry Andrew. Ninth spot is Cavness, and 10th spot, that is Kanay. So that battle for second spot in Formula 1 is for 8th, 9th, and 10th spot overall, but it's really close. Danny Coe coming by, bike number 114, crosses the start-finish stripe with a big lead in the Formula 2 category. Evidently, Cavness has got around Kerry Andrew now, and he is up to sixth spot overall. So Scott Cavness, a Northern California rider, on the move. Look at this now. Ryan got around Brinkman, and Brinkman says, no, I want it back. And they're side by side going into turn number 1, and Brinkman takes it back. So Brinkman goes back into second position. Brinkman having a very disappointing endurance race yesterday. They were running in second spot, and he had three-time Formula 2 national champion Donnie Green on his team. And when Donnie took over, I guess they blew the motor up. Ryan says, no, I want second spot back. Goes to the inside and takes Brinkman around turn number 2. Going up into turn number 3, it is still Brinkman and... Stewart having a not only leading overall, he takes the white flag right now, but he's got a big lead in Open GP. Nick Oldfield looks to us up here, looks like he's running in second spot, bike number 66 in Formula 2. There goes Ryan, and look at the lead Ryan's got now on Brinkman. Brinkman's going to really have his work cut out for him now as we come up to the last lap. Look at Malcolm Hill from that second wave start now. He's running 5th overall and trying to bear down on 4th place overall runner right now, Whitney Blakesley, as they head around turn number 2. Your leaders are up here for the last time. There goes Kerry Andrew, and looks like Andrew now is falling back with Kane. Cavendish now is really motored out to a pretty comfortable, looks like second spot in that class. GP category and the overall win as well. John Rowley about ready to displace the white flag and give him the checkered flag. As here he comes. Here comes your leader and eventual winner. Chris Stewart takes the checkered flag. Now we're going to find that battle for a second. Let's see if Ryan can get second spot for Brian Brinkman as they head around turn number 9 for the last time. Here they come down the front straightaway. It's an easy one for Ryan, and he's going to take a going away second place. Brinkman kind of more or less gave up coming down the straightaway. And now let's see if Whitney Blakesley can hold off the hard-charging Malcolm Hill as they battle for a position. And it looks like, no, Blakesley's going to take 4th. Malcolm Hill takes 5th overall, 1st in class. And I guess Cavendish is going to take 2nd in class. The only other battle out there would be between Andrew and Kane. And whoa, look at this. Kerry Andrew came up on Cavendish. Boy, he had a lot of horsepower on the straightaway, and he took it away from him. So he got 6th spot overall and 2nd in class. Minimum amount of riders going to the grid, because this class, next year, this is going to be the class. This and B production, as they call it on the East Coast, this is going to be the class everybody's going to be looking at next year.